Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to Masterpiece Theater.
Theater again.
Yeah.
This is our theater.
Yeah. I'm putting my glasses on because my eyes look tired.
Kypria might have food poisoning.
I had a DiGiorno CVS pizza, and I regret it.
Yeah.
I
learned your lesson. Learned your lesson. And I have to unlock my iPad that hopefully won't die.
Oh gosh, how many?
At 49%.
I think you can manage.
You know how I am.
All right.
I can't stand if my phone's not almost all the way charged at any given time. And you are the complete opposite
I live in a wire. I don't want to be found or contacted, so I'm like, my phone's dead.
But what if I need you? Oh, you don't care?
No, but like sometimes I leave messages in.
Oh my God! One time,
I know, and you don't get back to them until like
I had
2 hours later.
Situation in my life, and I could not get back to you like my normal time. And she lost it.
I did.
Her feelings got so hurt.
They did.
I was just like, "What is wrong? Oh my God!"
I was like, I listen to everything you ever have to say ever, and now that you have a man, it's like, I'm like, okay, I understand where the priorities lie. Yeah. I get it.
Whatever. Raphael comes first in your life too.
No, he.
He comes second.
You're the second woman in his life. He just he hears all the time. Yeah, whether I'm editing or I'm messaging.
He might as well be like, "Oh, your other sister's here."
He has a nickname for you.
What is it?
Papillon.
What does that mean?
Okay.
Wait, I know it. Wait. I know it's an animal, right?
It's close.
It's not?
It's
what
almost. It means butterfly.
I thought that was maricon.
Maricon's like a gay guy, right?
I thought that meant butterfly in reference to like someone being gay, like a gay man.
Papillon is butterfly, and it's not sweet like you think. Okay, there is a movie.
I was like, oh.
No, there's a movie with Steve McQueen where he is imprisoned on an island, and he keeps trying to escape, but he never escapes, and he stays on that island forever.
Okay.
So you're Papillon. Like,
what does it mean in reference to me, though?
I was like, it's like you two are conjoined.
Oh, us.
Yes, us.
We're like locked on a desert island.
Like you're his additional prison along with me. I was like, it's Papillon. You'll never be free. Never be free.
Like doing this stupid podcast, he's gonna be doing it forever.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nobody's listening, but you're still gonna do it.
Yeah, but he's supportive or whatever.
I know. No matter how mad he gets, he always comes back around. Bless his heart.
Yeah. Oh, it
Bless
blew.
his heart.
It blew away.
Because your fan's on so high. It is a little warm up here, but it's all right. But we were just outside. There's a storm brewing in case you hear thunder.
Okay.
This is my pick.
Yes.
And it is called The Devil's Bath from last year. It came out almost exactly a year ago. Mm-hmm. Originally, it was released on Shudder on June 28th, 2024. And today we're recording June 25th, 2025.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's get started. The reviews. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 91%. The audience gave it a 65. IMDb gave it a 6.6 out of 10. Do you have any more?
No.
Do you have a Google? No. Okay.
I concur. Mm-hmm.
All right. Summary. Like I said, this was my pick, and I was just going by the trailer. It was on my list of things to watch, and it was not what I thought it was going to be. Anyway,
I've never heard of it.
Okay, I didn't either. I don't even remember where I saw it. Mm-hmm. It was probably on Instagram or something. Somebody featured it or something.
Sure.
Anyway, the summary is Austria, 1750. Agnes, a devout and faithful woman, enters a marriage filled with hope and love. But the joy is short-lived as the weight of endless chores and suffocating expectations closes in. Her spirit begins to wither.
Oh, no.
Isolated and unheard, Agnes descends into a shadowy realm of despair where dark thoughts take root and grow. With no escape in sight, I scrolled too far. With no escape in sight, the unthinkable begins to seem like salvation. A single, brutal act that could shatter her chains. The Devil's Bath rips the veil from a buried chapter of European history, drawn from real court records, and gives haunting voice to the silenced women of a rural is so hard to say.
Rural.
Of a rural world ruled by obedience, silence, and suffering. What are you looking for?
I was looking for my phone. That's okay.
Oh,
I need it later.
it's probably downstairs.
Yeah, I'll get it later.
So, basically, a deep dive study in depression of 18th century Austria.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said it was originally released on Shudder. Current day, we watched it on Amazon. It might have been on Apple TV too, maybe. I'm not sure. The director, there was two directors, Veronica Franz and Severin Fiala. They are an Austrian filmmaking dynamic duo. They've already made like a couple of films before this as well. A German language psychological horror film called Goodnight Mommy from 2014, which was selected as at Jesus Lord was which was selected. I know I'm reading too fast. Which was selected as the Austrian entry for the best foreign language film at the 88th Academy Awards.
Woo woo.
And then after that, in 2018, they did The Field Guide to Evil, and in 2019, The Lodge. So our main star here is an actress. Her name is, or the character's name is Agnes, and she's played by Anja Plaschk. It's spelled Plaschg. So she's not only an Austrian actress slash director who is known for Italy and This Is Water from 2019, Devil's Bath 2024, and The Sicilian Ghost Story from 2017. She's also an experimental musician of the project Soap and Skin. I thought she did a really fantastic portrayal of this descent into madness. I thought she did a really, really good job, especially in the confessional scene. This is spoilers, of course, what we're doing. The budget box office, there was limited box office release, and that grossed only $55,640 worldwide, according to Wikipedia. And I could only find their budget from a website called Playtime Group, which was 5.5 million euros, which is like almost 6.5 million US dollars. So, yeah, I don't know. Could you find anything else?
No, and I've never heard about it advertised to be in my realm as far as when it came out to want to check it out in theaters, or if it was released, maybe the independent theaters around here, but probably not.
Maybe like the Terra played it or something.
Yeah, maybe,
Yeah. A couple of fun facts. This film draws from the historical research of Kathy Stewart, who investigated the phenomenon of, quote, suicide by proxy, a disturbing yet widespread practice in 17th and 18th century German-speaking Central Europe and Scandinavia, in a time when suicide was believed to condemn the soul to eternal damnation. Some individuals sought an alternative. They would commit a capital crime, surrender themselves to the authorities, and request execution. Through confession, repentance, receiving the Eucharist, did I say that right? Eucharist, it's not Eucharist. And undergoing a public, religiously framed execution, they hoped to secure their salvation. Notably, this form of crime was committed predominantly by women. The character of Agnes is largely inspired by one such historical figure, named Eva, I'm going to butcher this last name, Lizelfelnerin. She lived between 1736 to 1762, a peasant woman from Upper Austria.
Okay.
Now, the term Devil's Bath refers to a historical practice in Europe, primarily in the German-speaking regions, where women attempted to commit suicide by proxy to avoid the eternal damnation associated with suicide in the Catholic and Protestant faiths, just like mentioned before. They would commit murder and then be executed, believing this would cleanse their sins and allow them to enter heaven. And over 400 cases of this practice have been documented. And this was filmed over 40 days in Austria.
I have another fun fact. Over 400 extras were employed for the execution scenes.
Yeah, which is the very end.
Yeah, so I'm sure that's becoming something that's less and less used, where you just fill it in with, AI. or
Right.
like are the same actor, but like used digitally in films again.
It didn't feel like 400 people were in that
No,
scene.
it didn't actually.
It felt like 50 or 100 maybe.
Maybe, but yeah.
Maybe that's it. I don't know.
So the music was done by the director as well, like you stated. Anja.
Oh, wait. The actress?
Yes, the Anja
I
Plash.
don't think she wasn't listed as a director for this, but
Oh,
I saw
sorry,
she was
I'm
a
sorry.
director in
The
other
actress,
films.
the actress who
Yeah.
you're saying who's
Yeah.
better known by Soap and Skin, which is her music project. She was Austria. I like the genre of music they labeled her as. It's neoclassical dark wave, dark ambient, or sadcore. So that's the genre of music she deals with.
Yeah.
She's played the piano since she was 6 years old, and she always had a strong love for electronica music. She has composed scores for many films, for like Still Live, The Dream Ones, and The Devil's Bath. She had 3 albums released starting in 2018, and for this whole movie, I found that the movie heavily relied on just the nature sounds,
Right.
and landscape, with lots of silence. But there's parts in there obviously where she did
That's
it.
cool. I didn't
Yeah.
even realize that she actually.
There are a few moments
the
in there.
soundtrack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I definitely it just
her. Good
relied
for
on
her.
the setting.
Yeah.
So so it starts strong. It starts strong.
Yeah.
First, what made me crawl was like everyone in burlap sacks. I'll
Yeah.
be crying too as a baby. There's a baby. Like if I was wearing burlap as a baby, I'd be
Scratchy.
crying all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah. And it's cold.
And there's a baby that's thrown over a rocky waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
Like, boom.
Yep.
It looked I
That
imagine
they start
that's
out hardcore.
I imagine that's how it would look. Of course, we
What,
never
back in the
seen-
day?
No, of course, we never seen a baby thrown over a cliff.
You haven't? I do, and like every couple months, I throw a baby over a
Really?
waterfall. Yeah.
Okay,
Just for funsies.
for funsies.
Mm-hmm.
I would think like, yeah, I would be like this person who I don't know what's going on with her, but I'd probably throw a baby over if I had a child, that kind of thing.
I get why women that are unsupported mothers that have like a litter of kids, like
litter.
drive their, well, more than 2 to me is a litter. No offense to the moms out there that have a lot
Your
of
mom
kids.
had a
but,
litter?
No, my mom had 2 kids.
Okay.
Anything more than 2 to
So
me.
my
That's
mo-
just my personal
So my
opinion.
mom had a litter of kids, apparently.
Basically, you're a litter mate. You and
Okay.
Carmen and Miguel.
Right.
I get why they would drive their minivan full of kids into a lake because they couldn't handle anymore. I get it. Like without the proper support from their community, they say it takes a village to raise a child. And if you don't have that,
I guess.
that's really hard.
I
I mean, my dogs are hard just by themselves.
I think some women are made for motherhood.
Oh, totally.
And
Totally.
they love every moment of it.
Yeah.
They don't need help and they just
Yeah.
want to do it all.
Some people it's totally natural.
So I know you probably didn't like this. It starts with a ritual of like trying to club a chicken to death, like pinata style.
The poor chicken was like they buried him in mud so he
Yeah.
couldn't move.
Yeah.
And they had this stick with like this like swinging
Yeah.
other stick on it.
Blindfolds.
And
Yeah.
I was like, how do you even know it's gonna like whack its head off
Yes.
when you do it? I forget. Was that a part? Because it starts with like after this baby goes over the waterfall, it's Agnes and her new husband Wolf. It's their wedding in the village, right?
Yeah.
So was that part of the wedding games?
Sure, why not?
Was that what it was?
Shits and
Or
giggles.
was that separate? I couldn't remember.
I thought it was. From what I
It
saw, it
seemed
just
like
looked
it.
like just something they did for fun.
Yeah.
After a long
Like we're
day
gonna eat
of
this chicken anyway. Let's
yeah
have fun killing it.
yeah sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I thought the movie was filmed perfectly to make me believe it was actually 1750 in rural
Yes.
Austria. Saw lots of little things there, like there was a severed finger given to her for good luck. As
Oh,
far as
right.
to-
So this lady,
Yeah.
right? So the lady that threw the baby over the waterfall, she goes and confesses to this, right? Does she? Wait, or am I thinking just Agnes did?
I honestly didn't see anything with the woman
Actually, no.
confessing anything.
Okay, we didn't see
No.
if she did or not. But so obviously she confesses to it somehow because nobody saw her throw the baby over. So, and she was executed for it. Her head was cut off. Her body was placed in a chair on this little platform in the woods. And her head was put in like a bird cage or just a cage separate from her body. And she was just left there to rot.
Yeah.
As like a warning to the town, like, like public execution. And her brother chops off her finger to give to Agnes as like a wedding gift. It's supposed to be like good luck to have children or something, to conceive children. But we also see we saw the corpse later. She had like her toes chopped off, like other fingers. Like everybody went after this woman because it's like all her digits, I guess, are supposed to be good luck.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even though she committed this horrible crime.
Yeah, it says the blood of executed criminals and fingers and toes, since they were absolved of sin by a priest.
So she did confess then, I guess.
I'm not sure if they're referring to that, but all I did see was like these digits and things that they take off. Once they're absolved of sin by a priest, it helps with medical issues and fertility.
Oh,
so people would gift that. And all that
I did see that because in the end scene, I guess we can just fast forward to that part because it does happen to Agnes. Speaking of these weird rituals that they do, the blood, like after they behead her, the blood's spurting out of her neck and they're catching it in a bowl, and people are paying to get like some of this blood to drink because the townspeople believe it. The blood of executed prisoners wards against melancholy. That's what I found.
Yeah,
but I didn't know it was like also if they confessed and were like,
Well, it's definitely based in truth and true ritual. So,
I was just like, that's disgusting.
Their tolerance, there's whatever is going on in their gut or whatever, they can tolerate a lot, like drinking river water and blood and guts from people without getting sick.
Yeah, parasites,
that's
whatever.
What people do. So, she's constantly, this main character, Agnes, is constantly always praying for a child because that's a woman's worth. It's only,
Gotta procreate.
And it's pretty much, it's still believed is the purpose of God's plan for like only heterosexual relationships. For the whole purpose, like that's still believed today. Like there's no other relationship that looks right except for the purpose of creating children for God, So it just really reminds me of the control of religion has. Also, they were fishermen. I just think about how smelly that lifestyle is. Like, thanks for giving us the fish people who still do that, but like, you can't get rid of the fisherman smell. And it was sad because I remember there's a scene where she tries to bring a plant into the house, but her mother-in-law, like, get that out of here. Like, she's spiraling into depression. It's like, I want something in my house for joy.
Yeah, like some flowers or whatever.
I need constant light and brightness in my home, and I can't imagine living back then. It just, everything looked cold and dark, and you live in darkness.
Her husband spent all of his money. I don't know if they did dowries back then, but maybe if they did, maybe he spent that money too on a house. It was like built into like a hillside, so there was like a basement where she had her little altar, and it was just very dark and dreary with no windows and
not spreading your business. But that's like living with the mother-in-law. in the house.
I did.
And she's
for a short time, short visit, short but long visits sometimes.
I felt bad because she was spying on her mother-in-law and her.
Me?
No. Agnes, she was spying. Like she's outside the house listening to them talk about her.
Oh yeah. And she's trying though. She's like going to try to show her worth. Like she tries to have sex with Wolf on their wedding night, but.
He decides to jerk off and fall asleep.
I didn't realize he was jerking off. I just thought he couldn't get it up, so he was trying to get it up.
It looked like he fell asleep.
It looked like he just gave it's like he's like, oh, this isn't gonna work, and just.
First, I thought, okay, he just wants to do anal, and she's like, what's about to happen here? But then
because he makes her face away.
Yeah. But then I thought he just jerks off and falls asleep. That's what I thought he did.
Yeah, I saw some reviews that said that too. That like he just masturbated, and I was like, I thought he couldn't even get it up for her because apparently he's into men. Wolf is a gay.
No, I don't think so.
That's what I saw a lot of people in reviews say.
Why does everyone go to that conclusion?
Because when he was drunk, he told his best friend Lenz that you're so handsome. And he's like, oh, you are too. I like you too.
Oh, he said that?
At their wedding night when he was out partying and Agnes had already gone home and go to sleep.
Okay, so he's gay then. Yeah. All right.
And she was basically his beard, which didn't pay off back in those times.
It feels bad. Like, I was thinking about, like, I was me in the Bible. So it reminds me of, like, the curse of, like, Abraham's wife, Sarah. So she had
that
to.
story, actually. Yeah.
This bitch had to sit here and watch Abraham
Fuck all these
women and have kids and birth with other wives. And she was just
and she
crying
just got
to God.
older, right?
She's just crying to God, like,
why not me?
Why? I think God does finally bless her with a child.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, like later when she's like old.
Why after? Before he goes fucking off the side hose. Like, kind of, this is ridiculous.
I don't know.
Yeah. As you can see, like in the movie, you saw a moth a lot.
Or like a butterfly. Or maybe both. There was different insects.
Yeah. So the moth was like constantly around her.
Yeah.
So that's...
Yeah, Wes like looked that up and he was saying that like they were actually just naturally attracted to her, so they just like worked it in. They kept flying around her.
I found that because like
I don't know where
it symbolized like Agnes' connection with nature and longing for something more.
Yeah.
And basically that this suggests a desire for a different life, perhaps a sense of freedom or escape from the oppression. Mm-hmm. And let's see, it was a constant reminder also of like the papery bodies of the moth contrast with the harsh realities of Agnes' life and her eventual descent into despair. So they're also, the moths are the moths are attracted to flames, which can lead to their demise.
True.
So it's kind of like represents her.
Oh, I was hoping it was something more positive, like, you know, the cocoon phase and then the new life. But
no, not this
not for
movie.
Agnes.
This is not a movie of hope.
She just thought it. She thought she was gonna have a baby.
Yeah,
and she
I saw like a scene where, she hates that she's still getting her period and she's cleaning her like menstrual cloths in the river.
Yeah,
like
with other women.
I'm complaining about when I get my period, but like I'm thankful now. Like I have a toilet and a bed and tampons and all that
pads.
kind of stuff.
We don't have to take our soiled linens and wash them in the fucking river. Bless y'all's heart.
I just see like jokes about it, like they banished them to the woods for 2 weeks and they just
and you don't speak to them.
Yeah,
they're dirty.
Well, I would like that. Don't bother me.
I know. I'll be like, but also rub my feet and bring me chocolate.
No. Also, when she stabs the boy in the neck,
Okay, so we're fast forwarding now.
Yeah, sure.
So she just, she's going through this depression or whatever, and I guess we'll just like catch up to that. Wolf, her husband, still has never had sex with her. And she's gone into this deep depression now where she's not eating. She's not taking care of the goats. Mm-hmm. They get sick. They die. She's not doing any house whore. She can't be a whore. She can't be a whore because he won't let her.
He's gay.
Yeah. Household chores, even though she tried. She did give it the good old college try. She really did. But all she wanted was a baby out of this agreement, this probably arranged marriage, probably. I don't know.
What's that like, being in the village and you have to pick from 5 dudes in the village? They don't look like Cocoa Woman and Pocahontas. That's for sure.
Cocoa Women is what you said.
You know what I'm talking about? Pocahontas.
Yeah.
Cocoa Woman.
It's been a long time since I saw that movie.
Okay, everyone knows what I'm talking about. Me and Carmen talk about this guy frequently. He's the guy. She doesn't want to marry him, but she marries John Smith instead. Mm-hmm. How could you not remember this image?
I don't remember. I saw when I was little. I don't know.
He's the most attractive Disney male character I've ever seen in my life.
Is it like Gaston in Beauty and the Beast? Like he's the one that all the women want?
No. How could you?
He's like the successful, handsome one, and he's a total narcissist, and that's why she doesn't like him.
That word didn't exist back then, and I'm glad it didn't. I'm so sick of that word. Narcissist. Not everyone's a narcissist. Oh.
Not everyone.
No, sure. No. Look, Pocahontas' man. Yes, you got it. Sorry, I just got to show it. Look at this. That was him.
Okay.
I could never forget him.
Was he an asshole like Gaston, though?
No, he just wanted.
He was just nice.
He just wanted to fuck and marry Pocahontas, and she was like, no.
She was like, I like white bread.
Yeah, I'm like, he's like a me man, you woman. We make baby now. I'm like, I'm fine with that. There's nothing else to do back then.
Right.
But anyway, the the point of that is, yeah, I can't imagine living in a village back then. Everyone, apparently no one's getting any sun.
Slim
They're
pickings.
pale, pasty.
That's just Austria.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, I guess other parts of Europe too.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if they do the same practice there, but like I know Swedish, you know, actually that's so crazy. My nephews, they're part Swedish.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Kypria is an auntie now.
It's auntie.
Of twin boys.
So I don't know if it's just Swedish, but maybe other parts of Europe where they have the babies. They just leave them out to get air, unintended, to get.
Oh, maybe that's what they did with these babies. Yeah. 'Cause she kept finding babies.
She kept finding babies. As I leave that baby, they're going to find it. So people just leave their babies, I guess, just, I don't know.
In a burlap sack.
Just
basically.
out, and they'll get it later. Just like an animal, but we watch our babies now, but like.
Yeah.
Yeah. She wanted a baby so desperately.
Yeah, she found one that was supposedly left in the woods, but she was getting kind of delusional by then. Yeah,
it was hard to see what's what.
So like they had a little church or a chapel or something, and the first reason they went there is because Wolf, her husband's man crush, Lenz, he ended up hanging himself. There is speculation that is because, he was gay and guess he thought it was wrong. I don't know. They don't go into it at all. Yeah. But his mother was like begging for him to be buried, but he was not allowed to because he didn't go to confessional and he committed suicide, which back then was assumed to be worse than murder.
Well,
which is insane.
It still is like, you can't commit suicide. You're not going to get in if you do that. So that's still a common a no in Catholicism or maybe other types of Christianity. Like, if you kill yourself, you're not getting into heaven.
Yeah, you're supposed to live your life because Jesus said so. I don't know. It's
so stupid because she ends up, like we said, the whole point of the movie, she kills this boy so she can go to confession and be absolved. She's sick of her life. Yeah, and be absolved and be murdered for killing a boy and not.
Yeah. Not doing it herself.
Make that make sense. Yeah.
But she did. Okay, so she went so crazy as to there was this little I don't know if it was a wax baby Jesus in a glass case in the church, which she went and broke into, and she went down into it was almost like catacombs, but but I didn't see any bodies buried down there, and she singing to it or something or praying over it or whatever, and I don't, was it close to a flame and it started melting, or was that her delusion? I wasn't sure.
Maybe it was her delusion
because we hear melting it crying. In her arms. Yeah, it starts crying, and but of course that's all of her, insanity perception at this point. But she wants a baby so bad. And it's funny, she never confesses to that though, which is strange. But
to what?
To breaking in and stealing baby Jesus and melting its face off.
I think she wanted to okay, let's do this confession in a nutshell. Let's highlight the hits of my sins. Not that. I just killed a boy in the woods.
No big deal. This one was not a big deal.
Just a reminder what we learned in Peru, remember, as far as what do they do with the girlies who can't get pregnant?
Oh, in the old Inca culture in Machu Picchu, they were banished. How long was it after? You and your husband, thank God, that equal opportunity.
I think you get 5 years to try.
Was it? Oh, okay. I don't remember if it was 2 or 5 or what.
It's 5 years. If nothing popping out, you both get banished.
You're out. Sorry.
Out. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, we would have been kicked out a long time ago. You're worthless to us. Get out. Get out.
In a nut. Oh. Yeah,
your
my cello. It's fine. It's fine. I gotta
pop the strings.
You hear that?
It's a horrible sound.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I'm treating it badly. I gotta tune it. I'm gonna play it.
You better.
I know. But in a nutshell, also I looked up this whole movie was making me think. I'm not saying that, it's bad to be a Christian, but for certain people, the beliefs can drive people mad, especially for ill. And I'm sure, did you hear about that woman in Texas who drowned her 5 kids?
recently?
No, it's like one of these famous murders. I
Oh,
think
it
it's like in
wasn't
the
the one where
80s or
she
90s.
was that the one where she drove her van into the lake?
That's another thing.
Oh, okay, this is a
But,
different mom.
but anyway, this particular mother, she was suffering from postpartum, depression.
Was this in the bathtub?
Yeah.
I think I did hear about that one.
Schizophrenia. And of course, the church, suggestion for help is just to pray it away. You're fine. And what happens as a result? She decides to drown her 5 kids to save them so they can go to heaven.
Yeah.
Because she just couldn't take anything anymore.
That's awful.
So, this poor woman, I don't know if I think she's, had appeals and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if she's ever executed. But she honestly was just doing what she thought was right.
Right. She was trying to protect her kids,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard some other true crime stories about a woman who, she also killed her daughter, I think, her little girl, because she thought someone was coming after them.
Yeah. Take them to heaven.
Yeah.
What did I do wrong? I'm just doing what I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. I don't know.
It's very sad.
I looked up something because I just thought it was interesting as far as in 1700s in Austria. It said that women exhibiting symptoms of depression were often categorized under the broad of problematic and hysteria. We've heard that word a lot.
All right, hysteria.
Good old,
the whole movie about it, right?
Yeah, good old hysteria girlies. This diagnosis stemming from the Greek word for womb, reflected by prevailing beliefs that women's mental health issues were due to their reproductive organs. So the underlying message was that women's emotional distress was caused by biological dysfunction rather than valid emotional responses or mental conditions.
I know.
Oh, my God. My phone's beeping.
Are you in the group chat now with your family?
Oh, God. Yeah,
That's
right.
probably what that is.
Yeah. So what they would do to cure this, I'm sure.
Oh, God.
If you remember, like, what do you think their cures were back then?
Something barbaric, I'm sure.
Bloodletting, that's a common cure-all.
Yeah.
The bath of surprise. This involves dunking patients in ice cold water without warning.
Fuck that.
And we see that practice like when we watch a lot of our favorite horrors, like still practiced like in the 40s and 50s.
Oh.
Nurse Ratched and shit. Like they're still doing that shit. Like hydrotherapy.
And now people do it for fun, for
ice
baths.
Cold plunge. I might
Not
do
me.
it. I'll do it.
Oh, you like cold weather. I don't.
No,
I will shrivel up and die.
just say I do it. Raphael, he dipped his little body in the Arctic Circle. Arctic Circle. Yeah.
Where's that? In Alaska?
Yeah. It's the tip. It's like the Arctic water.
Dump.
I'll do it.
Dip the tip.
I'm going to jump in, y'all. I'm going to jump in Iceland and do a cold plunge.
I guess you just want to quit this podcast because you're going to die.
No, yeah. It's going to revitalize my... it's good for you. It's good for you, but not when you're going through a psychosis. That's traumatic.
Trying to shock you out of it, I guess.
Yeah. And restraints. Stray jackets, change. Like, that's really aesthetic and really cool. But it's funny because this is 1700s and it looked like that same practice went on till, the early 1900s? Like, we haven't found any other better method. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. Is there still straitjackets used today on certain people? I would not be surprised for restraints.
I told you that in the last episode that we, I don't know what we were talking about, but yeah, I haven't been restrained. Padded cells. Padded cells, so I didn't hurt myself.
Yes. So you could just like headbutt yourself into a cushioned wall.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're okay. Hey, look, I'm glad you're okay. I love you.
Okay. I love you.
You're not going to end up like Agnes. It's okay. Nobody's forcing you to have a baby here.
Yeah.
You can have hobbies in this day and age.
Shout out. Yes. I was raised very religious, but,
Jehovah's Witness, one of the worst.
I was lucky because my particular congregation, they did see mental illness as a real thing, Okay. It depends where you are. Say if it was like a congregation in Mexico or something, like maybe not. It just depends.
Yeah.
Culturally, But all in all, I liked it.
Let's just say what happened really quick.
Okay.
At the end, like she never gets the baby.
No.
She ends up going to what's called a barber, which is I guess is like kind of like a witch doctor or a doctor back then.
Yeah, the barbers were.
Yeah, there's like this weird dark room. Like everyone's in there. People are using like leeches, and for her particular treatment of melancholy, the barber takes like a horse hair, it's really sharp, thick horse hair, and stabs it through the back of her neck, in and out. And he says to periodically like
just tug
rub
on
it back, tug it back and forth, so the wound festers, and that's gonna let out the melancholy.
Yeah.
Fuck a staph infection. You're gonna get rid of that depression.
No, they're immune to everything. They got their immunities built up real nice. Drinking gurgling blood out of a neck and everything, and like they're good.
Yeah,
I don't know. They're making it.
Oh. So she kind of goes into like a. Would you say it was a psychosis then? Well, no, she takes rat poison. So she does try to kill herself before doing a confession, but when she knows, she thinks it doesn't do her in, but it almost does, where she's just kind of almost comatose, but not. Like her eyes are open. She sleeps a lot. Her mother-in-law's freaking out.
Yeah, her
saying,
husband.
She's like, what are you going to do? What am I going to do with you? You're no good. You don't do anything anymore. You're just laying here, you know?
Yeah.
And eventually she pulls the horse hair out and
her
they get rid of her.
Makes her puke out the.
Yeah, he sticks his finger down her throat. I don't think she ever actually pukes, and she's like, well, get the priest so I can confess, basically. But they don't get to do it in time or something, or the priest isn't home at the time. Anyway, he ends up like just getting a refund on his wife, and he takes her back to her house, her mom's house, where she's just laying in bed, and she comes to, right? Like she gets better, and she just goes out. She gets dressed, like she I don't think she gets
better. I think she
not better, but
she makes a resolution and a decision to do something.
Yeah, well, she like washed herself up and like got tidied herself up before she just had vomit on herself and was bed rotting.
She's making a choice. That's what I think. Yeah.
And she goes. She also keeps revisiting that woman, the executed woman who's just sitting out in the woods, rotting. Like she goes and sings a little song to her, like she's obsessed with it, right? Because she's just like, oh, that's my way out. Basically, if I can't have kids, what else is there? It's like Groundhog Day. It's like the same shit over and over every day. Nothing gets better. Her husband doesn't touch her, and there's no hope of a baby. And so she's going through like this really hard, like praying all the time, like she just was losing it. And then towards the end, she sees a little boy out in the woods, and she asks him to like pray or something, and she ends up stabbing him in the neck. He starts screaming.
He did a good job.
He did. He was working for that part. He sure was.
Yeah, it was convincing.
Like my dogs were going crazy. Like Delia was like, she was like trying to jump up the fireplace where the TV was, and she was losing her mind.
Oh.
And when one of the little babies was crying, like she lost her mind too, and I was like, Jesus, like she loves. If she sees like a squirrel or an animal on TV too, she like loses it. Yeah. So babies and animals on TV, Ellie doesn't give a shit, but Delia like fucking tries to like get in the TV, and so this little boy's screaming, and she ends up like killing him. And then she's like, all right, well now I'm gonna go confess. She knocks on the church door, and she does her confessional. And she's like, I don't want to be here anymore, and I did this, whatever. And the priest like says she's cool, like
that's
like all right, you're forgiven.
That's the whole thing with Catholicism. All you can do is just go in there, say whatever,
just confess,
get some Hail Marys,
like, get it off your chest. It doesn't matter what you did. And she like, I thought her performance was so good.
It was
like she was just ecstatic,
elated,
like psychotic, ecstatic. She was like her performance was so good.
Yes.
Like crying, I get screaming, laughing. She's like, oh, finally, like I'm released of this Groundhog Day of hell, So they take her, they like strap her up, and she looks like this. They take her. They wrap her up in an animal skin like this and bind her in it, and then they drag her through the town in a wagon. Upside down, and then they take it off of her, and they sit her in the chair, and they put the little cover over her head, and this is warm actually.
Yeah, it should be.
Where's this from?
Africa.
South Africa.
It's in Impala, I think, or something.
Yeah.
It
has a little spike on its back.
Yeah.
She's singing a little song. The little girl in the audience, because the whole town's there to watch her get executed, like knows the song too. I know. She's like, she knew the lullaby or whatever the fuck it was. And then they raise the machete and they cut her head off. And then when the blood's spurting out, like we were talking about, they start getting the big bowl, and then they start taking money for like everybody can get a scoop of the blood to like cure melancholy and be good luck because the criminal was like absolved of their crimes.
Yeah,
their sins.
Yeah, because they got they went in that booth and then like, okay, you're good.
they
they
voted
it.
it.
Good. I think
All
it
is forgiven.
I think it's interesting the not lore, the real practice of.
I'm gonna put this back so I don't spill wine on it.
The real practice of basically communities how they witness death and are encouraged to see it, and it's like a celebration, you know, when it comes to executions, whether good or bad. Like it's like a thing that was common seen. And then even like in modern days when like, I don't know, deception as far as like when people would get hanged or something, or serial killers, like our obsession to have parts of their bodies or things of them.
Yeah, mementos of it.
Yeah, mementos of all that kind of stuff. So the memento of body parts has always been a big thing as long as like executions have been around in America. And even with executing of black people, they would take little mementos in their fingers and toes. And,
really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know, be
for like good luck, like
I don't know about good luck, but it was like I want first row so I can
have a piece of
get
history?
the pickings. I have no idea. As far as, because obviously I don't see what anything about a black person's body would be good luck to them, but they want
that's
a
what you're
piece,
trying to get
piece
rid
of a
of,
piece of that. That's a whole separate thing. But
Right,
like just I don't know, to witness death like that on a normal basis, like hangings and executions and. But overall, I thought it was I wish I was in a better place mentally when I was watching it, because I was kind of just, it's been a long day. I'm kind of
you're getting ready for like a family trip.
Yeah, so my mind was, with other thoughts and everything.
Yeah.
But it was a good movie, and the acting was superb. And
it was a very slow burn though.
I was still her acting was so good, and I was in what's the word? I was captivated by everything she did and every move she made. Her just
everything was very deliberate and
explaining her her depression through her actions, and not even needing to talk much.
Yeah,
it's
true. She was a great actress.
I thought it was a good pick. I really liked it. I didn't have any dislikes, honestly. I thought it was good. The only part I didn't like, I didn't like the girl singing. She was getting me. I was like, this little white girl's creeping me out a little bit. That was it.
That's what bothered you about the movie.
Yes, that's what bothered me the most.
My likes and dislikes, like although it was like a really slow burn, I really liked how it brought you into like Agnes's world of like the hopeless Groundhog Days of like this strict Christian female existence back in the day where there was just nothing else to believe in. I mean, I thought there wasn't a lot of dialogue in the movie. I mean, there was, but not that much. I'd say like maybe half dialogue, half silence.
Yeah, I didn't need it,
Yeah. It was just sad. I mean, they really made you feel like the despair of just like the only good and new thing in your life will be having a baby, like, and I was like, would that have cured her if she, like, would that have stopped her insanity, like, because she had something to take care of, you know what I mean? Because she loved the animals so much, but it wasn't enough.
It wasn't like she was like hoping to God that her husband doesn't impregnate her. Yeah. Which is another hell where people are getting pregnant and it's the last thing they want. It just like, they, keep, because certain people believe that you shouldn't spill your seed to the ground. So no contraception. No contraception. So that means every time a man's inside you, impregnation. Anytime.
There's a purpose for it every time.
Yeah, you can't. There's no. So I'm sure.
No, not just for pleasure.
Yeah, I don't know about the Irish, but Irish Catholics, but like there are 10 or 12 of them, and I'm sure not all the women were like down for that life, but is what is expected.
What do you mean 10 to 12 of them?
Kids.
Oh, each family.
Yeah,
God.
Just for example, like what if you believe in the whole just you don't use contraception ever. So you're getting pregnant
like every year.
Yeah. I felt, you seen that thing online where like these women, like it's very rare, but women get pregnant like while they're pregnant, or they give birth, but then they get pregnant immediately after giving birth or something. And I don't know if it's like from having sex right after birth. I don't know the science.
Like, I don't know how else it would be.
I don't know something.
It's probably like the husband was like, I'm not waiting months after you give birth to like recover.
Yeah,
maybe.
But no, it's not that though. I think it's something else though. It's like a weird phenomenon or something. I don't know much about that part of one's body because it's not my hell, not my I don't care about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think she would have been I think she would have been elated and happy.
She would have been a good mom. Yes. She was good with the animals until she
wanted
got sick of everybody's shit.
She wanted that fucking baby.
She did. Mm-hmm. I really hated how like in the confessional, like she never like when she was like, I wasn't able to, in so many words, or maybe the priest said it, or so, I don't forget who said it, to like, you know, make a baby or something. And I'm just like, why can't you say like your husband had a part in that? I know you're supposed to obey your husband, but he didn't partake in making that happen. Like, you don't have to call him out for being gay, but like, can you just don't take the whole burden, you know, of not having a baby for the family when he wouldn't try to make it happen, you know? I was just like, don't take all the blame for that. I was just like, God, should you just speak up? Like, it's not all on you. I know that wasn't like that back then, but it just,
it didn't matter. I don't think what it mattered. I mean, whether, it didn't matter. It just didn't matter because, like,
I don't know.
She's not having a baby. Like, it didn't matter if she
I know, but there was a reason for it.
Yeah, but
like there's plenty of gay men in the world that had sex with women, that were married to women, that had kids. Like he could have at least pretended.
I don't know.
And
I just don't see how that would help her in the confession to say,
like,
yeah,
nobody's
my man
looking
wouldn't lay
at him.
with me.
Like everybody just blames the woman. That pisses me off. It's like nobody's like, oh, well, you didn't even try to the man, you know, like to the mother-in-law. Like she's just like, well, she didn't give you a baby, and I'm just like, well, bitch, your son wouldn't even fucking touch her.
Everyone's dealing with their own problems here. He's gay. He's a closeted gay. Probably doesn't even know what the word for it is.
No.
So I'm sure. I don't know if he was going through his own thing, going to confessional, praying not to have these feelings and dealing with a life that he was meant to have.
But tell that to your wife.
I know that I like dick.
Yeah, or just communicate. I know they didn't do that back then because it was all about survival. I know nobody had. You're not allowed to express an emotion back then because
it just
could slow you down in surviving the winter or something. You know what I mean?
Just what makes sense. I think they both tried to live the lot that they were supposed to live. Him
that the Bible told him.
Him being a fisherman or whatever, and being a closeted gay, probably dealing with that. I don't know if he probably didn't even.
I doubt he even did.
Couldn't even.
I feel like they would have showed it if he did.
Well, the story was about Agnes, but I imagine the men like this couldn't even like go to confession and speak.
That's why his crush hung himself. Yeah, he wouldn't even say it out loud.
So that's horrible. You know, I feel bad for both of them. I really do.
Yeah, it was just so sad and depressing.
Yeah,
just everything felt hopeless. It's just like, well, this civilization is just gonna keep going, and everybody's gonna be sad and depressed, just trying to survive.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I watch what's this fucking romance back in time shit? Highlander. It's about this chick who gets transported back into the 1700s, Ireland, whatever, and she lives that life. And for the most part, like I said, when we watched 28 Days, when people don't have...
28 years.
28 years later, when people don't have, like, you know, a capitalist society, Amazon, and distractions, you have community. So I feel like, not for this particular story, that I think people probably found a lot of joy in community and washing shit by a river.
I mean, you would see them dancing in the movie. Like they would dance around a bonfire and stuff. I don't know what they were celebrating, but
that would be me. Like after a long work week, I'll be like
Wolf was dancing.
I'll be dancing around a bonfire
and they were drinking. I don't know what they were drinking.
I'll be drinking mead and dancing around a fire every week after my week of baking and doing work. So that can be
washing your bloody panties in the river.
I'm sure some people were happy like that. The girl she met in the river who
pregnant.
Yeah, she seemed happy and kind, and Yeah, it's just this drove her to insanity, and her husband was dealing with was trying to deal with being gay, which
so
is horrible.
Basically what I'm getting from this whole story is gays are to blame. If he just wasn't gay, she would have had the baby and everybody would have been happy.
Sure,
End
Dana.
of story.
Okay. Yeah. It was good.
Do you have any reviews?
Yeah, I have 2 reviews.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine are kind of long, but
This is from Ramit Gupta.
Where is it from? Google?
Say it.
Oh, sorry. You're like, give me a chance.
It's Google. 2 stars out of 5. It's a snooze fest. Nothing much happens in almost 3/4 of the film, and whatever happens then is too late. The acting is okay, but the leading ladies should have been a little more pretty to keep some engagement level in a movie, which is almost 2 hours long, and it's even slower than a snail. My sincere advice is either don't watch it, or if you finally decide to invest your precious 2 hours, then have plenty of patience, and please don't miss the context just before the end credits. 4 people found this helpful.
Oh.
Wow.
I'm so sorry they weren't pretty for you living in the woods with no makeup. And
well, that chick from Braveheart was hot or whatever, the one he kills himself for. So his complaint was that she was not hot enough for it to be engaging, which is definitely not the point of the story at all.
I bet he's single.
Okay. All right. This is 5 out of 5. Edmilson Cruz from Google. This is a truly horror knowing that was a common thing that time. The mental illness caused by the religion. My dryers.
Oh, your dryers.
Doing them a little melody when it's done. The mental illness caused by the religion is almost a narcissistic abuse against women. I still think it is. Mm-hmm. It can be guised in whatever you want, but I still think it is. She got married with a gay man in the closet. His partner commits suicide when he realized that they can never be together. Like you said. I don't know how I missed that. And her husband, even like her, not as a wife, but as a woman, couldn't save her from her mental state of guilty trip caused by the judgment of others and the religion itself. Makes her feel small, a sinner, a crazy woman. And she started to believe in that, and the result is just sad to see. This movie is a masterpiece. 18 people found that helpful.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I agree with all that.
Yeah. Excuse me. I got a dry throat all of a sudden. All right, I have 2 reviews. One, they're both from IMDb. One is a 4 out of 10 by Sun God, spelled S-O-N, God. 95003, titled Good Looking. But that's about it. The filmmakers seem to be far too invested in the scenery, the setting, the costumes, and getting all of that historically accurate. They forgot they had a story to tell. When they did remember, they stuffed in pieces, bits, and went back to making certain the chickens and fish were properly depicted. I forgot the goat. There was a goat scene, too.
That could be fair as well. I think both things could be true.
Good. Yeah.
I get what he's saying, though. Yeah.
I have seen films by these folks before, and they were so much better when they were set in single set situations. Goodnight Mommy and The Lodge happened essentially in a single location, and in modern times, not too much thought had to be put into historical accuracy. Here, however, truly I felt like I was trapped in a long-forgotten Austrian village of religious peasants. The result was a painfully boring endurance test. 3 people found this helpful.
I don't think he's wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong either.
Right.
On the other side, yeah.
All right, one more. I have a 10 out of 10, also from IMDb by Brandiel, titled Dark, Disturbing, and Depressing. This film was disturbing from the first scene. A grueling time for women, or humans for that matter. The atmosphere was pure dread and perfect for this period horror. To know that this truly happened makes it much more disturbing to me. For me, it's very difficult to stumble upon a horror movie and actually be disturbed by it. I am not a slasher film kind of girl. Not that it disturbs me or that I find it scary. I do not like blood and gore because it's not necessary in order to horrify someone. This movie had plenty of scenes that made me cringe and did have some gore, but in a real way, a very disturbing way. I love slow burn as long as it's not boring and never meets its end. The movie had me from the start. Let's admit, you wanted that baby to shut up too. I almost turned the movie off because I couldn't stand the sound of a never-ending crying. But then, I certainly wasn't expecting that. I knew then if the filmmaker was willing to have that as the first scene, I must keep watching this. Is this really how it used to be? Can you imagine living like that? That is depressing within itself. Then you have the religious aspect to it, which is also horrifying to me. Agnes had no escape. There was no choice for her except the choice she made. Isn't that horrible? I've been depressed most of my life, and I can relate to the feeling of hopelessness, but this film puts that in a different perspective. Agnes had no reason to be hopeful. Her life was pure misery. What else could she have done? How bad off and fearful of damnation can you be to have to kill a baby or a child to ensure your own suffering is ended? I gave this film a 10-star rating because it was a true horror movie. The setting, the acting, the horrific human atrocities, misery, gloom, murder, mental, and dark. The movie didn't scare me, it horrified me, and that's saying a lot. If you like psychological horror that leads you into the character's depressed mind, you gotta watch this. I might watch it again because you never fully understand the first go-round. Nobody found this review helpful. 3 thumbs down.
Really? Oh, you read that weird. Yeah.
Sorry.
This person thought it was, it was serious.
Sorry,
though.
Brandy L. Nobody liked it.
It's
but
funny.
3 people did not.
It's funny. This still happens. Remember that internet chick? The social media mom who,
Which one?
I watched a documentary on it. She basically thought her kids were possessed by the devil, and she tortured them and all that kind of stuff and starved them.
Oh, is this Ruby Frankie?
Yeah.
Oh,
See, this is
the crazy
yes.
Mormon lady.
And this is all because they feel that they're doing right by them because of God or the devil.
Right.
So it's very dangerous.
It is
You know,
dangerous.
there's wonderful good Christians like her mother.
My mom. Yeah,
her
she's
mom's
super
the
sweet.
sweetest.
And my sister.
Yeah,
Super
there's
sweet
that.
Christians.
But
yes.
I just say, for mentally ill, it's not great.
No, it's
it
weird
wasn't
rules and demands and.
No, it's just that
It's me.
it's with mental illness when you do read the Bible, you take things very literally, which can mean life
I
or
see.
life.
Did you?
Yes, it
Yeah.
can mean life or death for yourself or for somebody else because you take the words literally. Whereas another Christian would always like, this is an allegory, this is a lesson, this is not what it means. So that's
or like this
can
is
be the
apply
problem.
to modern day or something.
Just
Or like you can be.
when it's speaking of like for scripture that says, if your tongue is making you speak badly, cut it out.
Right.
So someone else will literally cut their tongue out, because it's like this
Instead
is
of just like not talk.
yeah, this
Instead
is
of
what
shut
God
up
is,
and don't
God
say
is
things
telling
out
me.
loud.
God is telling me to do this. I need to cut my tongue off.
Right.
But that's what they, that's just an example of how mental illness and taking the word literally can just it's so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you liked this one. I wasn't sure if you were
did.
gonna like it or not.
I
It wasn't
wouldn't
what I thought it was gonna be.
I wouldn't watch it again. But,
Yeah,
but
I wouldn't
it's
either.
good.
But
It makes me want to check out I thought maybe I'd seen the other movies. The Lodge.
Oop, sorry, the screen went dead.
Okay. Oh, it's still recording.
Okay.
We just saw some old bones.
Bones from
Had a
Peru?
screensaver of some bones in a church. You didn't see that.
Speaking of,
I forgot what I was saying. Yeah.
I don't know. I
Oh,
was so
God.
distracted by
Yeah.
that.
I wouldn't watch it again.
Oh,
But yeah, it was good. And
Yes,
I
I don't care to live through Agnes's life again like that. I got it. And I'm glad that time period is over for women and just people in general.
It's not.
I mean, living in the
They're still
woods and
gonna-
like washing your period panties in the river, at least that. I mean, I know it's in like villages and remote villages,
Yeah.
but for most of the world.
For most of the world, I guess.
And you can have hobbies, you know,
I
to
don't
pass
know.
the time
I
instead of
don't
having
get it.
babies.
Even people born
You know,
in
like if that's the
America.
only thing.
I read the comics in the New Yorker, the little comic section. It's the elevated, highbrow humor. And there's a picture of like this couple sitting on the couch, and the husband says, "I'm bored," and the wife says, "Let's have babies." It's making fun of people who don't have hobbies because they just do it because they're bored.
Or like don't like their job or have ambitions for other things, I guess.
Or just not allowed.
There's nothing wrong with like just wanting to be a mom. Like I get it. It's just not for everybody.
This one woman asked her grandmother, who had a ton of children that were dirt poor, is like, why did you have all these kids? No, you couldn't provide for them. And her grandmother said there just wasn't anything else to do back then. There's nothing. There really wasn't anything else. That was her answer to having all those kids.
Like, I understand when I have sex for fun, but like,
there just wasn't nothing else to do. Right. Yeah. I know there is.
But you can't provide for them because there's too many.
I need to understand this.
Like,
this
how do you
pandemic.
How do you not calculate that factor in?
Well, we don't want to get into that. The whole living off the government of it all.
No. Not that everyone does that, but
No, but like that's a motivator for people to have babies. Tax write-offs, which is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yes,
it's very short-sighted. Yeah, but yeah. So we don't want babies, and when I saw the baby like get thrown at the cliff, I was like, oh my.
Oh, that's just because you were an auntie now.
No,
I can't wait. I can't. I want Raphael. Please tell Raphael to film you the first time you hold those babies.
I'm not gonna call it nugget and stuff like that.
That's
like
fine. I just want to see your reaction when you hold like your blood.
I'm not gonna cry or anything.
Babies, so, like, you don't know that.
I know. I know for a fact I'm not gonna cry. I know myself. I'm not gonna cry.
You
when
might
I hold
look
my
in those
babies.
little babies' eyes and be like, you don't know.
No.
Okay, I still want Raphael to film your reaction.
Okay, it's just gonna be like
you're gonna go take it and be like, I will not cry. I'm gonna throw this baby off a waterfall, off a cliff.
No, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing them.
They're very
I'm
cute.
not gonna cry or feel anything.
Sorry, Miguel, we're just kidding. I was just kidding.
No, I'm
They're
pretty serious.
adorable.
I'm probably not gonna cry or anything, but I look forward to meeting my nephews. Okay.
Fine.
All right.
Fine.
Look forward to it. All right. Yeah.
All right. So, also, I know we announced the last episode that we are going to have a Patreon, which is still in the works. We're going to try to Kypria is going to be traveling for a couple of weeks to take care of some family stuff and family vacation stuff and meet her new nephews. Mm-hmm. And so we are working on that right now because we don't know technology and we're going to figure it out. But we're going to put a lot of our back episodes on there.
We're doing this new format, and bear with us. Things are sounding a little different from maybe what you're used to.
Yes.
And with every episode that we are doing in this new format, we're picking an older one from our older catalog to be released on Patreon with it. And I have picked a movie as well for my next pick for my next movie. And there's going to be a movie on Patreon for that. And we'll let you know.
We'll announce it when we do it.
When you can access it. But we're going to go ahead and have a few Blast in the Past uploaded for you guys. Yes. So for the next review, I'm going to do a listener's pick. I dug through one of our listeners' requests. Sometimes people will DM us like movies that they want us to review.
We try to get to them. We do.
So I looked up one, and I actually never seen this. It never interested me. Paranormal Activity, the original one.
Oh.
I've never seen it. Have you seen it? Oh, yeah. Okay. Haven't seen it.
I've seen like almost, I think all of them.
Really? I've seen the spoof one that the Marlon Brothers did.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, so Paranormal Activity. Soon after moving into a suburban tract home, Katie and Micah become increasingly disturbed by what appears to be a supernatural presence. Hoping to capture evidence of it on film, they set up video cameras in the house, but are not prepared for the terrifying events that follow.
They are not.
So this will be in the realm of found footage, almost documentary style, horror. And so with that, I have picked for the Patreon a film that we have done that is also in documentary style. And that will be The Taking of Deborah Logan from 2014.
That last scene? Oh, still
I don't
gets
remember.
Me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah.
You know what we're talking about.
So those are the two in the genre of found footage, documentary side found footage. I'm going to do the Paranormal Activity, which it just never really interested me, but maybe I'll like it.
Watching it. Woo!
I'll watch that.
That was a long time ago I saw it.
The one you make us saw in the theater was so fucking bad. What was the one?
Which one?
Remember we went to the plaza to see this like same
Oh, yeah. Skinamarink.
Skinamarink.
That was awful.
That was
I'm
awful.
sorry. I wanted to like it so much.
It's supposed
But they
to,
gave us nothing.
so yeah,
Whatever.
So that and the Taking of Deborah Lobing will be the Patreon content one, which is documentary style as well. So
Yeah.
that's it.
Okay.
I this is bubble thoughts, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I feel like I was a little too serious in this episode, and I apologize for that.
Okay. I didn't think you were, but
Maybe. Okay.
It's just with the sunglasses throw it off though.
Okay.
That makes it
No,
unserious.
it's just like I'm so tired. Like I'm so tired, and I don't want to. Anyway, the devil baths. So take a bubble bath and pop on a movie.
Yeah,
The
she's
Devil's
got the
Bath.
little horse hair in the back of her neck that the barber
Whenever
told
you're
her to do,
feeling
and just
stressed,
seesaw it back and forth
just put like a little, and
Make
plant a little string and just
under your skin to get the
Yeah.
melancholy. If you're feeling down and low,
yeah.
are you PMSing? Just stab some string or
Yeah.
horse hair in the back of your neck and just
Yeah.
and let it out. I'm gonna do that next time. I'm PMSing, which will be in like 2 weeks.
Girl, I know what she does. She's gonna cry and be emotional.
Yeah, I didn't this last time for some reason. I don't know why, but the
Please.
time before that, I realized I was so late to the new Lady Gaga coming out, the
God.
Mayhem album, and I was driving
cried.
on the way to work listening to it, and I cried happy tears. I was like, "This is so good."
I don't understand those emotions. It's
okay.
crazy.
It's a blessing and a curse.
I guess. Yeah. Our friend Shannon was asking, "What makes you cry?" I said,
You're like nothing.
"Well,
nothing.
when I watch A Mice and Men, and when he was going to shoot Lenny by the river, I cried." So
I never saw that, so I don't know the scene.
it's a book that they make us read in school.
I've heard of it.
Mice
Yes,
and Men.
but
It's
they made
John
a movie out of
Steinbeck.
it.
Yes, he's special. He's like,
Mm-hmm.
and it's during the Depression era, and they go from town to town to get jobs, and he just keeps getting him in trouble because he's just big and strong, and I think he accidentally chokes a girl. Like, she's like, "I like your hair." Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm not. That's the only voice I'm not gonna do. I like your hair, and then she starts to struggle, and then he like, "Stop screaming," and then he kills her, and so like he's like, "Okay, my brother Lenny, like you keep getting us in trouble." And they're always talking about this bunny farm they're gonna have. It's like, okay, I want you to go think about those bunnies. Go out there by the river and think about that bunny farm. We're gonna have lots of bunny, aren't we? It's like, yeah.
Is he like facing away from him?
Yeah, he's like, yeah. Just think about those bunnies. Just think about it. And he shoots him in the head, and I cry.
That's what they do in Walking Dead in one of the scenes.
Yeah,
that little girl.
Yeah.
When Carol like has to kill a little girl. I don't know
they
if
make
it's her
them
daughter
do
or not.
something, and make them think of
Yeah,
something
she's like,
nice.
look away. Look at the flowers or
Look
some
at the
shit.
flowers.
Yeah.
some shit like that.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's when you cried.
Yeah, I did. I remember that was years ago. I think I cried in a Little House on the Prairie episode as well.
The weirdest things.
I don't know, man. It just does. I don't know. But not real people in my life. Or
Right,
things
like fictional
around
characters. I'm just glad you have the ability to cry. Period. You know what?
Why
I'm
is
thankful
that
for
so
that.
important?
Because you feel. Because it means you feel things.
Okay. All right.
Like you're gonna cry when you hold your nephews. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. We'll see. I know I'm not. But
I think she has. Let's take a poll. Let's get Reagan to cry when she
okay.
holds her
The
nephews
poll.
for the first time.
Will I cry when I hold?
That was different when I held my nephew for the first time.
What do you mean you changed?
I was just when I held him for the first time, I was just like, even when my sister had a C-section, and so she was recovering in the bed, and I had taken time off work to come in and help her in the hospital. And when I was holding him while she was just like sleeping, and the nurse came in to like do the little hearing check or whatever, I was like, no, what do you do? No, what do you need him for? Like, I was so protective of him. I was like, why do you need him right now? Like,
She's a medical professional.
I know, but I was still just like,
Get a
no, he's
grip.
fine in my arms right now. Why do you need him? And I threatened to take him to the city because my sister lives out in the country-ish.
I think it's cool seeing.
It's amazing when they
people
start to talk and when they
People
start to recognize you.
become cool people, like
You see their personality. you
Yeah,
know?
the personality.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it is cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I would like to assist in that. That's how we all came out good. Having a good wealth of knowledge of cool music things and all that kind of stuff. So
we'll be the cool aunties.
Yeah.
That's my goal in life.
Yeah.
And when they get an attitude, I'm like, go back to your mama.
Okay.
Bye. Get out of my house.
Right.
Enough about babies. Agnes didn't get hers, unfortunately, but
no, that's it. Peace out.
All right. Hopefully Kypria doesn't.
Oh yeah, we usually end it with Raphael take it away, but he has stepped away. He says no more. I can't do this anymore.
I'm tired of watching shitty horror movies that are not scary to him.
Yeah. He says it's for children,
Right. Horror movies are for children.
For children, yeah.
And
Fiction
apparently
is for children.
we are children.
Yeah.
We're just big kids that will never grow up.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
All right. Bye.
1, 2, 3. Thunder.
Thunder. Thunder.
Thunder. Yeah. Swing it around. Let's hit that chicken.
They're so unprepared. Oh my God.
Don't trip over the wires. Be careful.
Yeah. Don't touch me. I'm like angry. Like, yeah, just let me be in the woods for 2 months and work it out. And then I'll come back.
Let me go scream in the woods.
Yeah, scream in the woods for 2 weeks.